No trading Monday. All right. I'll get this here. All right. Are you guys ready to trade with me or what? You guys ready? Let's get this trading. Let's get some trading going. Let's get some charts. So first of all, right off the rip, before we proceed, let's talk about what's happening with tariffs. The word tariffs is back. All right. Two main things. One is Europe. The other one is Apple, right? Both of them are under threat to be tariffed a little bit higher. Europe was kind of a warning. Apple, same thing. So any phone that is not built in America is going to be tariffed 25%. 25%. So that's a big jump. It's a big jump for Apple. Now, as far as I know, and this is the part that I have to kind of look into. As far as I know, I believe Apple had a they had a 1 year extension. They had 1 year to get those phones built in America, right? It hasn't been a year. So if this if this expectation of them paying 25% tariff to get those phones built here is placed now, then I'm expecting that to kick in later, not right now. All right, that's just like a warning. Hey, remember what we spoke about, right? If you don't build those phones here, we're gonna tariff you. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. All right. Let me fix the TP for this real quick. I want to put a little target on this one right here in this zone. I'm gonna put a little bit below, maybe 620. Let me type it in actually. Whoa, there we go. Put that right there. Um, just a little bit below. Reason why I'm doing that is so this was the tariff news right here. And we are aiming for a retracement to 50 or 618, which will actually put it right here, 587. All right. So I'll keep it manually checked and then we'll go from there. In the meanwhile, I want to look at gold. Gold was moving up because it looked good. It looked good what we were seeing on the tariff, right? So, gold spiked up, but now we're kind of seeing market movement now. What I need to see for today, right? We saw a big drop in Bitcoin. Bitcoin came down to like the 108s, which is okay. Let me close this out and type in here. Let's check the Dow for today. All right, so I think most of it has to do with yields, man. The futures falls straight 50% tariffs on you on Europe. That's just gonna be the big one on Apple. Market Watch. What is Market Watch talking about? All right, let's see the Dow. All right, investors have been rattled by rising U.S. bond yields. Okay, they should be more worried about Japan. Japan's been in inflation for years now. Nvidia stock slumps. Tariffs make everyone forget earnings are coming next week. Shit, they are coming next week. Uh, damn, next week? That's a short week. Um, what is it? I want to look at this calendar. All right, this is for this week. All right, so this week, what do we have this week? TD, today is Friday, not much going on today at all. Target, we had Home Depot, nothing crazy. Lowe's. Next week, I don't have next week yet. We gotta wait. But they're expecting Nvidia next week. Now, this is the previous quarter, quarter one. We are still in quarter two. We're actually midway through quarter two. Into it. Okay. All right. So we'll get back to that. So that's gonna be a very impactful week, really, since it's such a short week at best. All right. So let's go back over here. All right. Good. Moving pretty well on that buy. S&P 500 futures dropping pre-market trading. So most of this has to do with the tariff. Most companies are in the red this morning. Apple, of course, the biggest one in the red at 2.2 a quarter percent down. Nvidia, 1.5. Might be a good chance to pick up some Apple stock under $200 a share. That's not bad. Where's uh where's Disney? Disney, there it is. Almost under 100. And Disney getting kind of desperate now. That new park opened up yesterday and it was fucking crazy. The one I told you guys about? Yeah. And it's supposed to be a crazy Memorial Day weekend. So again, markets are on vacation already. Markets are on vacation. So just trading based on whatever's left. However, I want to look at crypto. All right. I want to look at crypto. We're coming into crypto. It's a Bitcoin conference this week. This next week coming up. Bitcoin 109,000. Retracing down from, again, 111. All-time high of 111 to 100 and change, maybe a little bit under 200. So again, we're seeing that pattern right there. This little swing momentum. Question is, are we going to get a consolidation and push or just retest and continuation? The trend has kind of stopped. That's kind of what I'm excited about. Remember, if you bought Bitcoin last month at 75,000, you are in juicy profit. However, I did not buy enough, and I have some that I want to put in before it breaks through the highs. So we have the trend continuing here, but we also have equal highs, and then we have a break of structure right here. So now we are no longer hovering above that area. So now price comes down, and I need to see a pattern here to have price drop. Let me go back to the 1 hour real quick here. I'm really trying to analyze this the right way just because I want to maximize on what I catch here. Oh man, this thing fucking all right. Next one. All right, let's go one day. Sorry, 1 hour. So yeah, look look, I'm gonna draw this. So just to make it easier, here was one zone, okay, with a high of like right there. And then there was another one up here. This one's small. Price broke below it. In between that, you had an uptrend that has been building since price broke above this area. Okay. So if you look at the pattern that Bitcoin has been running on, matter of fact, hold up. Here we go. If you look at the pattern that Bitcoin has been running on, okay, it's been doing this movement of escalating just higher and higher, and it's been doing it ever since, right? You literally see it right here, push up, retrace, push up, retrace, keep it equal, break above, push up, retrace, push up, retrace, push up, retrace, and you can kind of see where the pattern is going here, right? It's been doing that pretty much since forever. But the only thing that differentiates between all of them is the amount of volume and liquidity that is transferred amongst those shifts. Okay, so for example, you could see the big one being obviously right here, right? This was the big one that pushed Bitcoin to see back 2019, Bitcoin shot up to 13,000. March dropped it to 3,000 when it was COVID. And guess what? Push up, retrace, break, retrace, break, retrace, break, retrace, break. And then here it creates the equal. See that equal part? Okay. And then guess what? Retrace, break. And that's where we are right now. So it just changes. It changes how much is being transferred, right? Obviously, here it was a large amount that lasted for the entire year. I mean, that was 2021 alt season. The volume was so high. The volume was so high that it forced the altcoins, the shit coins, the meme coins to also pump up. This is why it was such a prosperous year. So, guess what? Until I don't see this again, it is not alt season. Period. We are at 26% alt season. We're not there yet. Okay, we thought we were. We're not. Bitcoin right now is dominating. Right now is Bitcoin season. And it's just a matter of pushing this forward. And I just want to see it come down. I really do. I want to see it come down to at least this area. This would be an area where I would see Bitcoin having to come to retest if there is a liquidity grab or, some kind of key level retest. That'll be the area that I'm expecting it to come down to, right? It kind of tops this beautiful zone right above this nice double bottom. And then the other one would obviously be at the bottom right here. This one's very unlikely. This one's more likely. Doesn't mean it's not going to. But if you look at this right here, I mean, it's pretty much, sayonara at this point. I told you guys yesterday, Bitcoin's body, right? We're still in the weekly. We haven't closed the weekly yet. But this is the big indicator right here. It's this weekly candle. This is what I'm waiting for, right? And you can kind of see it. I drew it in the 1 day, and I drew it in the 1 hour. You can see the pattern here. Okay. There's a couple of things I want you guys to pay attention to. So if we go swing low to swing high, okay, price already retraced to 50%, which is why it shot up to the 100% to all-time highs. This is a common Fibonacci movement, right? Swing low, swing high, retrace 50%, 618, and right in the middle, hot zone, key level, boom. Liquidity grab, take all that money and sayonara, right? That's one. But then the question is it going to be a retest or is it going to be a continuation? Because what happens here is that we also have some massive market structure that lines up this market beautifully, coming down to maybe even here or even here, somewhere in this area, which would be phenomenal if it did. Because then, look, this is what I want right here. I'm not asking for 50, I'm asking for just 70. I'll take 70 right there. You see that? Nice M formation, market structure, simple, simplicity. But again, until the next 2 days, if this body closes above this line like this, Bitcoin is out of here. It'll propel into where it's supposed to go. And the fact that we went over yesterday, all of these all of these what do we call them? States, all of these states that are starting to approve Bitcoin reserves, right? Abu Dhabi partnering up the AUE, the UAE, partnering up with crypto.com to start taking payments in Bitcoin for their country. I mean, that's massive stuff, family. So I don't see the bad news. I don't see the, hey, you know what? This might not work. We might see Bitcoin coming down. It has to be some, you know what I mean? Like some crazy shit like, oh, this bank just shut down, right? This exchange just ended up being a scam or whatever. Or that lawsuit against Michael Saylor and Strategy, you know, found legit. Some shit like that. I don't know. All right, so still holding on to this one. Any questions so far, family? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Question. What you guys got planned this weekend? Guys doing something fun? Relaxing? I don't know what I'm doing yet. Oh. Let's see. 1 minute. 1 minute time frame. Ooh, look at that pattern being formed there. All right, just relaxing from you. Okay, how do you feel when you start trading and blow your account? When I start trading and blow my account, well, I haven't done that in a while. I took a big L though. Got smacked by the market. Remember that? That was terrible. But how do I feel? I feel like I feel like I got a slap back. That's how it is. And I'm going to share a mindset with you that I've always preached about, and I've always talked about. This is why I believe that I have the success I have in the markets because of how I treat this one thing, right? I'm gonna drop you guys not a secret. I said it many times before, but maybe this is your first time hearing it. Make sure my mic is good. But to be honest, it all depends on how you look at money. Does that make sense? If you need me to explain it more, please tell me. But it's not how you feel because you blew the account or because you made 100 grand trading. What matters is how you feel about money, how you understand the way money works. How do you feel about money? How do you feel about finding $100 on the floor or losing $100 you had in your pocket? That's the way I see it, right? And and if you can fix that, if you can fix that one thing in your mind about trading, about money,
Don't touch
you will
anything.
never quit. And I believe that is the biggest problem with
No,
people.
you don't have to mute it.
Family, it is the biggest
Come,
problem with people because I've always said this.
mute
Look,
me. Come.
I've always said this. If you focus
Come to me.
on trading, okay? If you focus on trading and you focus solely on the goal, what is your goal? Right? You got to have a goal. That's why most people are not successful in trading because they have this false expectation that if they just go without a destination, you will eventually get there. But the problem is you don't even know where you're going, right? But if you make it a goal, hey, look, I'm gonna start trading today. I'm gonna make 50 bucks a day, and my goal is to finish the month at 500 bucks a month, right? If I don't care if I lose a week, win two, lose 2 weeks, win 2 weeks. As long as I'm up $500, that's what matters, right? Cool. But what if you end up losing? What if you put 500 bucks in your account and you end up blowing it, right? It's gone. The reason why most people quit, and I see this every time, is because they have this emotional attachment to money. They have this emotional attachment to, oh, me and this hundred, we've been like this since day one. Nah, fam, you just got that one on Friday. And what's gonna happen is that you're gonna get another one the next Friday. And then the Friday after that, you're gonna get another one. So why create this emotional attachment to money when it's constantly being revolved around you, being brought into your life? The problem is that most people don't know how to manage it. And they create this emotional attachment to this money, right? To me, it's very simple. Money is paper, money comes and goes. I'm willing to risk 50,000 to make 50,000. And if I lose the 50,000, fuck it, whatever. I'm gonna go make another one and try again. Learn where I went wrong, learn from the losses, the mistakes, and try again. It could be done with $5, 50, 500, 5,000, 50,000, 5 million. Doesn't matter. But it's this emotional attachment that you have to money. And to me, I don't have that. I don't have that. And I haven't had that in a while. I don't think I've ever had that. Because when I started trading in 2016, fam, I cleared my entire 401k. You guys, I told you guys the story, right? I had 30, I mean, I was only 20 something. I had $34,000 in my 401k, right? And I cleared the whole fucking account to learn how to trade. And I blew every single dollar. Every single dollar of those $34,000 in my retirement account was blown. First of all, I don't believe in retirement. What are you retiring from? Right? If you do what you love, you don't have to retire. If you make right, retire is that's like a old testament shit, right? You retire, you're tired again. Like, what are you retiring from? You're not retiring. There shouldn't be anything to retire from. So if you then and this is it's a whole chain, but if you learn to detach yourself from that emotional attachment to money, blowing your account is a lesson. But eventually you stop doing it because you learn. Right? $34,000, 14 accounts blown in a matter of 6 months. It took me years to build a 401k with $34,000 in it, and it took me 6 months to lose it all. But I will gladly pay that over and over and over again to learn the lessons that I got to be where I'm at today. Am I the best trader in the world right now? Nowhere near. Am I where I want to be? Absolutely not. Because I've also taken lessons, and trust me, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. You guys seen the results. I keep it 100 with you. The more you level up, the harder the challenges will become, right? And the bigger the L's will become, right? To me personally, in my head, you guys know we had the whole Voyager thing, right? I had millions of dollars in there in Voyager, and I still mentally can't get past that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to have that happen to me is wild. And they say that every successful billionaire has eventually went bankrupt or lost all their money, which is true. This happens. But that's crazy to it happens like to me. So like is how they say it's not real until it happens to you, right? Someone will say, "Oh, that's not never gonna hit home," but eventually it happened to you. Well, it happened to me. Like $10 million and above, just gone overnight. I saw it disappear on my Voyager account. So again, yes, it's tough, but it's money. It comes and goes. They print that shit every fucking hour, every day they print it. It's nothing, right? And I don't say it's nothing to sound arrogant. It's just in reality, if you count all the money in the world, it's nothing. That's it. You try listen to the Forex podcast and motivate me. Good, do it. Whatever you got to do. But motivation only goes so far, you know? Motivation wears off like deodorant, right? You got to keep it. Remember, you got to keep applying that shit over and over and over again. What you need to do is learn how to stop sweating, pretty much. If I could write it out for you, make it simple, right? It's just how can I keep my mind, you're not looking for motivation, you're looking for transformation. Because if you transform, then you already shift your mind permanently rather than have to keep motivating yourself to get shit done. Right? There's people that hit me up a couple times a week, different people say, "Hey, I need to get back into trading. I got to get back into trading. I haven't traded in 2 years. I got to get back to it." And my first question is, how many times have you quit? How many times have you restarted? Right? Oh, this is like my fifth time getting back into it. I'm like, okay, then I'm not gonna waste my time and waste your time. Right? Like, I need you to show me that this is the shit that you want. Like, if this is what you want and this is what you want to do, then you gotta show it to me, right? Because right now you quit 5 times. What's gonna stop you from doing it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more times? Nothing, because nothing here has changed, right? They gotta change, transform their mindset. So in the short term, that's how I feel about loan account. Loan accounts are just they're nothing. It's just it's just a lesson. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. I don't know how else to simplify it, but that's just the way it is. And it might sound crazy to some people, but it really is that simple. Blown account is just you misplacing $20. Where the fuck did I leave that 20? Fuck, I can't find that 20. Go make another one. It's not that hard. And the way my mind works, listen, I'm very, how do I call it? I'm a driven person. I'm very driven. But for me, once an idea gets in my head, it's not gonna get out until I fucking execute it. You know what I mean? Like, so I've been hanging out with a bunch of mechanics and dealers, people that own dealerships, right? Lately. And checking out auctions and stuff. I don't know why. I rent cars, right? And I have people that are dealers who also rent cars. And I'm like, that's fucking genius. Like, that makes sense because then you can sell the car when you're done with it. And he goes like, exactly. I'm like, yo, that's like using the cow for the milk, that the cheese, the yogurt, and then when the cow starts to get old, you sell it. I'm like, yo, and then you go buy another cow. That's how I saw it. And then the dude was showing me a website, dealer auctions only. And it just clicked on me. I'm like, fuck, I gotta get a dealer license. So now I'm on this path to start my own dealership. For real, that's as crazy and as stupid as that sounds. That's what I want to do. And it's already in here. Like, look, I'm not even fucking with you. I swear to God, I don't talk shit. Look, I'm over here on Copart. This is a fucking auction site. I got cars I'm looking at. I've been doing this shit the whole time. Just looking at cars. I'm like, yo, I paid this for that. I could get it for this price. I'm bidding, bidding, bidding. I'm like, this is dope. And on Tuesday, I'm going to see the actual auction live. The dealer's taking me with him. I'm like, I'm in love. I want to do it. I want to do it. That's it. I want to do it. I want to do it. I heard it's a big to get your license for dealership, but whatever. It ain't impossible. Oh, look at Bitcoin doing this thing. How's my trade going? Oh, look at that. Lovely. Where's that TP? It's right there. Okay. Above the midway mark. But anyway, I hope that answers your question. I hope that answers your question. Can't be attached to to money at all. You're very welcome. I come on, let's hit this TP already. You know what's crazy? The crypto market cap is at $3.4 trillion. Solana, I saw yesterday the Empire State Building put the Solana logo on their building at night. Like it was blown up on the building. Like the whole building put the Solana logo on it. Listen, I've been telling people for years now, it's gonna come to a point where you can't ignore this. You're gonna turn the corner, you're gonna see crypto somewhere. You're gonna see it on a billboard, you're gonna see it on an ad, you're gonna see it on somebody's shirt, you're gonna see it in a store. We accept crypto. That burger joint. As a matter of fact, that's what I was gonna look at. I need to see if this joint has an IPO. As a matter of fact, I thought this company was on the verge of filing for bankruptcy. But it's called Steak and Shake, I think it's called. There it is. I need to see if this company is publicly traded. Owned by Bill Holmes, probably held by, oh, it's a privately held company, no IPO. Damn, you guys suck for that one. You guys are missing out money. But they have this could be a good deal too. It's $10,000 to open up a franchise for Steak and Shake. But however, anyway, I thought I started seeing them be very bullish because now they announced that all of their food, burgers, fries, all that shit, is now being fried and cooked in organic beef tallow, which is phenomenal for you, better than the seed oils and all that garbage, like actual beef tallow. And then like the promoting, the marketing has been phenomenal, and they've been doing a great job at it. But now every single store in the nation accepts Bitcoin for payment. Every single store. And it's now tied into the order yourself part, the kiosk, so you can actually pay with Bitcoin and get this. I'm not saying do it. I mean, you don't spend your Bitcoin, but the fact that they're actually opening a way to get Bitcoin is pretty dope. But that's great. Second Shake not sending Bitcoin via the Lightning Network. I love that. Make it even quicker. Oh, look at that. And they're sponsoring the Bitcoin conference. Why would they not? Why would they not? Right? Look at that. Steak and Shake, Bitcoin, 100% beef tallow. That's gonna be dope. I love this. Steak and Shake, baby. Yo, I'm telling you, family, this is the future, man. You just can't. I'm gonna close this trade out. Let's close that out. Now, what I want to do is see if price is gonna come back into this box. It's 10 o'clock. Let's see what the news are saying. What are we talking about here? Forex Factory. What do we got for today? Oh, new home sales. Holy crap, they're up. They're up. You know why they're up? Because the housing prices are down, family. And these are new constructions. New home sales are up pretty good. Listen, there's this issue if you know anything about real estate, when you buy a brand new home and you get hit with that fucking escrow a year after, people get pissed. It's not like properly stated the way that shit works, but the escrow in the land starts to grow over time, and within that year, you end up owing the difference, and You go like, oh yeah, you owe us like 5 grand in escrow. And one member speaks at 12, and then one is pending. New home sales are up. Okay. Two members spoke, and then that's it. And that's it. Saturday we're off. Sunday, Jerome Powell speaks. What are you talking about on Sunday, bro? Go home. And then Monday, of course, bank holiday, bank holiday. And then we're back on Tuesday. NZD and interest rates. All meeting minutes on Wednesday. Thursday, we have GDP, unemployment claims, prelim GDP, FOMC member, pending home sales, natural gas, crude oil, FOMC member. We got a busy day on Thursday. And Friday, May 30th, it is core PCE. All right. So our last live class will be on Wednesday. Wednesday. And then we're gonna make a new schedule for January for June. All right. There'll be no trading this. We got 2 more days left, man. We got Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's see what's going on over here. I might be done for the day. Yeah, see, I was gonna expect that to come down. That's why I closed it. Do I want to sell into the box? Do I want to sell? Yeah, I do. I want to sell into the box. Maybe even to like 499, 500. But that's gonna be it. I'm gonna be done with this one for the day. Does anybody have any questions for me? Oh, I didn't see that last candle. Nah, that's fine. Yeah, look, the markets are moving now. Hauling ass. Bitcoin, I hope you do your thing. Make me proud, bro. No, you guys are all good. Wish you guys stay safe this weekend. Have fun. Is he gonna push back in or? And that was very precise too. That was very precise. All right, beautiful people. Yeah, look, it's gone. If it goes above this, I might just close it, take the L on that one. That was a quick continuation too. All right, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. This is gonna be moving on this home sale market. Where's gonna be the next one? Yeah, I still think he wants to push to that area. All right, people. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday. Enjoy your 3-day weekend. Be safe. Much love to all of you. You guys are awesome. Keep making profits. All right. Take care, everybody.